Hi everybody, my name is Justyna Osowska and I'm the founder of Women in Blockchain Canada. I'm here at ETHDenver and I'm joined by Tracy, the co-founder of Untraceable. How are you doing, Tracy?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm excellent. I'm so happy to see you here. As always, I love your energy.
Thank you.
I love what you do in this space. And I have a question here for you, and it's, do you think blockchain can lead to better financial literacy?
Absolutely. I think blockchain can lead to better financial literacy. I think it's important to be financially independent no matter where you are in the world. I actually got into blockchain about 10 years ago when I went to Kenya. I started a financial literacy program where we were in 23 communities teaching over 3,000 women about being financially independent. And that means how to budget, how to save, and how to essentially live your life independently financially. And that's where I thought about Bitcoin. And essentially what it came down to is how do we help these billions of people around the world that are unbanked to learn how to be independent by being able to actually save and to budget themselves. And a lot of that comes with blockchain technology. In the current way the banking system works right now, there's a lot of fees, there's a lot of confusion, a lot of youth, a lot of individuals don't actually know basic financial literacy. They don't really know how interest rates work, they don't know how the banking system actually works. The other really interesting aspect of it was homeless people. In order to have a bank account, you have to have a home. So in the traditional financial system, you can't be financially independent if you don't have a home. But with blockchain technology and with cryptocurrency, these are all possible. And I think that's what makes me really excited about the blockchain ecosystem is that it's enabling people, these billions of people around the world, to be financially independent through the tools that they have now, and now these like amazing projects that are kind of leading the way, helping people to do that.
So you're saying that like you actually were going to Kenya anyway to do this kind of work, and then that's how you stumbled onto Bitcoin, and this got you thinking on your own as well.
Exactly.
About this.
Yeah, exactly. And it leads to so much. So it starts with the unbanked, it can start with the youth, it can start with the homeless, but it can go all the way up to capital markets. In a lot of ways, people never had access to investing. It was a hard area to invest in. And now with cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, it really brings it down to the people that are able to now make investments and make decisions for themselves, which allows for another level of independence. And I think blockchain technology has really flipped everything on its head. And it's allowed people to now take control of their life, take control of their spending, and taking control of just really being financially independent.
Yeah, I agree with you. So like it's removing a lot of the barriers that were existing.
Exactly.
Right? And now people can have easy access and micro-investing, microfinancing.
Absolutely. Also the fact of transparency. Blockchain is really known to be transparent. So being transparent to know where your fees are going, where your funds are going, how much you have. Although it seems very basic and very obvious to a lot of people, I would say majority of our planet doesn't have the skill set needed to be financial literacy. And blockchain has brought this to the forefront. It's got youth excited about it. It's got people who've never thought that it is possible for them to be an investor to invest. It's got into vulnerable communities. It's got into the female community and the women community. It's quite amazing what blockchain's done in relation to financial literacy. And I think overall our planet is better for it.
Yeah, and actually, going back to what you said and the kind of work you were doing, so you said you did something around financial literacy. So what was that?
Yeah, so what we did is we actually worked with these women groups that went to their community to train the trainer program, and we created spending journals. So allow people to understand the basic education of how much money they'd make and how much money they spend a week and how much money they can save. What's interesting about the third world is a lot of them actually do receive donations from places around places around the world, family around the world, family overseas. But if you've ever worked in the traditional sense of remittance, like a Western Union takes an enormous fee in order to send funds across. For us specifically, we were running a microfinance program. We were giving $100 loans to these women in Kenya. But coming back to Canada and trying to send overseas, it was an enormous fee to use. It actually made the program unsustainable because of it. But with cryptocurrency, with the fees being so low and going to the miners instead of these third parties, it actually made the program more successful if we continued it that way.
Yeah, so it's not only financial literacy, it's financial sustainability.
Exactly. It's about being independent and it's being in control of your life. Ultimately, if you want to change the world, you have to change the way the world does spending and the way the world manages money. And so ultimately, we want to help with healthcare, we want to help with food security, but that all comes down to money. When I went to Kenya, I realized people weren't starving because there wasn't food. There was food everywhere. They didn't have enough money to purchase the food in the local market. And so if you want to feed people, if you want better healthcare, if you want a lot of these problems, it ultimately gets solved with financial literacy. And I think that's the fundamental what needs to really help our world become a better place.
So I have a question. So once you were done with going down there and you were training these people how to do this, did that improve their life? Like, what was the result of it?
Absolutely. So their microfinance program itself, they actually started businesses. So we taught them how to be innovative, how to actually go to market themselves. And then what they would do is we created train the trainer programs. So we had other people that would go and actually train the next group. So what a lot of, we have specific success stories. So we had, one success where they bought a chicken coop with the money that they were able to use. They used the chicken coop, they had the eggs, now they sold it. We did another one with financial literacy where they created a bee farm. So they actually created the honey, then they sold the honey in the local market. But not just that, is the honey actually created the crop production. So it was quite powerful, the program. It was 10 years ago when I was in university, but we did have students go for about 10 trips after that, and it's amazing. The program continues to live on in Kenya.
And imagine what that can do once people can send money with fractions of a penny.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, blockchain technology just amplifies it makes it easier, and ultimately flips it on its head, like in the sense that it gives the power to the people and makes them feel independent and take control of their own life financially, but just, control their life.
And also, I just want to ask, what do you think about gamification and financial literacy?
Oh my God, I love gamification. That's another part that I absolutely love. Justyna knows what to ask. But being able to incentivize actions is important. Gamification is a fun way to do it. But the fact that you're able to incentivize people, whether it's monetary through cryptocurrency, or whether it's rewards, whether it's NFTs or whatever it is, if we can incentivize people, we can drive actions and we can change lives.
I love it. So that's like a change in behavior through gamification.
Absolutely.
And you've done that because you have a game at your conference every year.
Yeah, we love gamification, and we're taking it to another level this year.
Yeah? Okay, well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
So we invite you all to Toronto. Make sure to tune in for ETHDenver now, and then ETH Toronto, which is happening in August.
Exactly.
Amazing. And alongside Untraceable. So this is Tracy from Untraceable. So make sure you guys come to that conference and let's stay connected. How can they find you?
Check out Futures Conference on Twitter or futuresconference.com, or I'm Tracy from Untraceable.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Tracy.
Thanks.